All right, let's get straight to it. We've got insider transactions. Insiders were just granted 200. Well, actually, in total, it's like, I think it's like 600,000 shares in total. Yeah, so 240,000, 600,000. What is that? 700, like almost 1 million shares the insiders just got. Now, how they got these, I wish they bought them. I'm not gonna lie to you, they got them for $0. Actually, it's very weird. Basically, to my understanding, this is the first time I'm looking at this document, though. I was asking around on the Discord and Reddit, and no one seems to know what's going on, but I think I figured it out exactly. So basically, transaction date 5/12. The insider, basically, any language before we even get into esoteric and how I know this, insiders got 200, almost 1 million shares on the 12th of May. Right, 2 days ago, they got almost 1 million shares awarded to them as cost basis of 0. Literally, they just got shares. Okay, so basically, if we zoom in here, right? Basically, we have this our little friend here, this little one next to it, right? Also, it's important to note we got securities were acquired. They are gaining shares here, right? This is the amount of shares that the CEO is currently holding now after all of this, 585,000. Okay, and if we go down here, right, what does that little one mean, right? How do they get a price of 0? How is this happening? This is how it's happening. Number 1 represents restricted stock unit awarded granted under the issuers 2018 equity incentive plan. That is how I was confused when I first looked at this. I thought the insiders just bought 1 million shares. It's similar. It's not as good as if they bought, but it's still super damn bullish. The insider ownership just increased by nearly 1 million shares. This was filed a couple hours ago. By the way, how is the chat working? By the way, let me know how the chat is doing. But basically, these were just filed. These were filed today. These were filed like 2 hours ago, 2 to 3 hours ago. These were filed literally. Okay, so yeah, ape language. The CEO now owns 585,000 shares. Before this, he owned not even 300,000. And the COO, the chief operating officer here, he used to own only 12,000 shares. He now has 250,000. He also got it awarded to him at a price of 0. And if we actually look at the 2018 equity incentive plan, it's like, what actually is this? How do they actually get this? This is actually how I did the digging, and I actually found the actual 2018 incentive plan. I am going to be honest with you, I have not read all this yet because it's really late. I can barely see my computer right now. My contacts don't work late at night. But basically, this is the plan that we're going to be going over all this stuff also, but I don't want to say if we're going to get more of this stuff or, what's going to happen with this because I haven't read it yet. I don't want to give strong opinions without knowing exactly what I'm talking about. But we also have the Form 8K here, and I have not read this one fully either. Okay, there's not much to read. I gave this a scan, but basically, I agree with this guy. 8K is indicating paying off all debts. I don't know about all debts. It doesn't really specify all debts, but executed the payoff letter to repay in full all amounts due and owing and terminate all commitments and obligations under that certain blah blah yada yada. Okay, pursuant to the letter, the company has agreed to pay the lenders approximately 17 million. Includes payoff for principal. For principal, interest, fees, reimbursement of expenses, and other items. So basically, for anyone who's getting in now, it doesn't even matter. Okay, screw the 8K. Insiders just got 1 million shares. Basically, let's see, what is 290,000 times 2? 600,000, 580,000. 580,000 plus. Wait a second. Yeah. 580,000 plus 240,000. So 580,000. Oh, 620, 820,000. So 820,000 shares the insiders just got. That is what just happened. 820,000 shares insiders just got for a price of 0. Insider ownership, I don't know what it was exactly before this. I was not expecting this to happen, but we now have 3.6% insider ownership. I do not know if that is updated, but the insiders just got 800,000 more shares, and they only own 10 million, so that's going to be a substantial increase and bump for it. Now, implications, right? Let's get to the implications. What is this going to do for the stock price? Do people even care about insider ownership? They should. This is extremely bullish. Let me tell you why. They're already going to be up at an insane amount because look at that price, 0. They're already going to be up an insane amount. I don't even know what that comes out to be, but an insane amount. The fact that if we don't see a selling Form 4K here soon, you better be, you know, that is that. I mean, that goes without saying. It's extremely bullish. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's insanely bullish. I don't know what exactly to say as far as what this is going to do to the stock price, but I'll just say this should move us up at least 5%, if not 10 to 20%. Alone, I would say I would make that prediction, at least 5%. I mean, they just got 1 million shares. Yes, they didn't buy them, but it's still huge. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna go over this more in depth tomorrow. I just wanted to give you guys I wanted to be the first YouTuber. No, I looked this up on Google and YouTube. No one else has covered this. No one else is going over this whatsoever. So, yeah, boys. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna end the stream, boys. All right, thank you so much, man. All right, I'll be making videos tomorrow, man. We'll be going over this more in depth tomorrow. Thank y'all so much, man. I'll see y'all in the next one.